Recording started.
Okay, excellent. We've got sound. I've got vision. I've got a background, which is okay. I'm in the kitchen, but I've got a background that makes me look like I'm not in the kitchen. All good. The wonders of modern technology. So it's been a while. I thought I'd probably time for an update. I've started to get a bit of momentum again. We're a month into 2023. As of this video, it's the 2nd of February. 2023, and I'm starting to get out and about again. The temperature's gone up. I think we're going to go back down to -5 again, but at the moment it's about 10 degrees, so you can wander around reasonably happily. So I've been for a coffee this morning, and I walked all the way across town to a place called the Five Swans, which is a Wetherspoons bar. They do unlimited refill coffee. So it kind of makes sense. I usually use a different Wetherspoons bar, but the walk is the important part because that gets me out and about and gets me some exercise, gives me some thinking time, along with the coffee. And that's kind of what I need at the moment. I've got some pension stuff to sort out. I've got to make a decision about going self-employed, and I'm wondering if I can set up a radio station as a limited company and be employed by that. That's one possibility. I think that is possible. I don't know whether it'll turn into anything, but it might, because there's potential for events. If it's based around a radio station, there's potential for social events and psychic fairs and things like that. This is all pie in the sky at the moment, but it could turn into something. My way of doing things is to just throw everything at the wall and see what sticks, really. And at the moment, it's the radio station, the idea that's sticking around. The other thing that's happening is I've got a discussion group now on a Wednesday afternoon between 3 o'clock and 5 o'clock. That's in a different Wetherspoons. That's in the Mild Castle on the top floor in Newcastle. And it's a good little group. Seems to be the same people coming back regularly. We've got a core group now of between 6 and 8 people, if you include me. So between 5 and 7 other people apart from me. And we managed a 2-hour conversation without any trouble at all. These are all lockdown skeptics, vaccine skeptics, just skeptics generally. And it makes for a good conversation. I have a tendency to play devil's advocate a little bit to keep things moving, but the conversation doesn't take any steering at all, really. It just happens organically amongst this group of people, which is good. So I know that's happening from now on every week on a Wednesday afternoon. I've pulled back a little bit from Rebels on Roundabouts, and I've pulled back a little bit from Stand in the Park. So this is my way of staying connected with people. And it might turn into something, you never know. If we get to know each other well enough, we might end up in business together or doing projects together or whatever. That's the kind of the principle of it. Plus the networking. It's like somebody's always going to know somebody who can help you out with IT or help you out with, in my case, it'll be IT and setting up a radio station eventually. But if the group stays organically between 6 and 8 or 7 and 10 people, then we'll probably end up meeting in the park over the summer and just make Wetherspoons the place in the winter. It makes sense to be out and about in the sunshine, getting a bit of vitamin D if you can possibly do it. And it's a bit early in the year for that yet, but by March we should be in a place where we can hang out outside a little bit more. And hopefully we'll get to a place where people want to be around each other and want to spend time with each other. Yeah, that's kind of the principle of it, is to get people used to each other enough that we start to trust each other. And for a group that didn't know each other at all 18 months or 2 years ago, it'll take a little bit of time, but I don't want it to be trauma bonding. I want it to be kind of an organic thing based around spending time with people. There's a lot of opportunities for this group to spend time with each other, given that they're all activists and skeptics. There's lots of different places to be activists and skeptics in Newcastle. So this is just one extra place to spend time. I like the idea, though. I like the idea of having a group on a Wednesday afternoon. All right, that's pretty much it. That's my update. So it's all just wishful thinking at the moment, but it'll get there slowly but surely.